Hi, and welcome back to another episode dissecting the engine of this 1978 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL. Today what we're going to be looking at are the valves. And those are a little bit more tricky of a concept, but it's pretty simple once you understand what's going on. So I have discussed in previous episodes how air gets into the combustion chambers. And I discussed last episode what the combustion chambers were. It's just the cylinder where the air and gas mix and explode and push a piston down. And that piston pushing down causes another rod to spin. So, the problem is with that, if you just have an open tube of air, then you don't have anywhere for that. Then you have a constant place for that air to go when it explodes, which is back up and out through the engine, which is a very bad thing because, well, for a few reasons. A, you don't want that hot, bad air going back the way it came. And B, if that's not sealed off, then the air is just gonna go out the way it came. It's not gonna push down the piston to make the car turn and go. So what you need there are valves. And what valves do is they just block off the airflow. They block off the entrance to the airflow while everything inside the cylinder explodes. And so that's what is inside of here. Inside of these are the valves that control, and you have them for both intake and output, because you also don't want it going out the exhaust while it's supposed to be a sealed cylinder to explode. So you have a valve here and a valve here, and all they do is they just close it off. So you have the rocker arm kinds of thing. You have, not really rocker arms, you have these springs here. Can you see those? Those springs just push down on the valves, except when they're not supposed to. So they push down whenever they're told to, basically by this thing, which we'll talk about later. It's called a camshaft. The valves push down and they close off the entrances and exits to the cylinders, allowing for a sealed combustion chamber, which pushes the piston down when the mixture explodes and causes the car to go. And then when the explosion is done, so you know how I said in the last episode there was the process, you bring the air and fuel in, you squeeze it up into a little thing, you explode it, and then you push it out the exhaust. What this also does is it opens up, sorry, let me block the light. Ooh, that's cool. It just opens up those tubes when it's supposed to let the air in or to let the air out, and any other time it's closed. And these springs here are what keep it closed when it's supposed to be closed. And then some other things that I'll get to in another episode are what tell it when to open. So again, fairly simple. Although I feel like, well, okay. If you have any questions about that, leave a comment. I'm happy to elaborate on it. Yeah, have a good day.